We are starting with a major break in a violent murder case from 1987. Today, the Yavapai County Sheriff's Office announced that they have identified the man who murdered Cathy Sposito on Thumb Butte Trail in Prescott.
Investigators say that Brian Scott Bennett is the person responsible. Get this. Detectives say he was a 16-year-old Prescott High School student at the time.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Tram Mai.
I'm Jonathan McCall. Caribe and Mark are off this Friday night.
Team 12's Bianca Bono joins us now in studio. And Bianca, there could even be more victims?
Yeah, guys, and it was a very emotional announcement today. Not only did we hear from law enforcement and members of the cold case volunteer unit who work this case, we also heard from one of other 3 confirmed victims of Brian Scott Bennett. Officials believe Cathy Sposito was Bennett's first victim. It happened on June 13th, 1987, early in the morning. Cathy Sposito was 23 years old at the time and studying at Prescott College. She rode her bike to that trail and started hiking when she was attacked by Bennett. People heard her screaming for help, but couldn't get to her in time. Bennett hit her with a rock and a ratchet, shot her in the face, and stabbed her. Police say Bennett continued a life of violent crime. He attacked and sexually assaulted a woman at the same place he killed Sposito. He sexually assaulted a woman at a party in Chino Valley. And the 4th victim, who was taken from a post office at knife point and sexually assaulted multiple times, was saved by a police officer who happened to be in the area. Her name is Renee Sandoval, and today she spoke out. Take a listen.
I ask that everybody in the community pray for these victims.
And Brian Scott Bennett died by suicide in 1994 in Kentucky. And in the cases of victim 3 and Renee Sandoval, the justice system failed them. In case 3, Bennett was tried and acquitted based on discrepancies in eyewitness testimony. And in Renee Sandoval's case, he was again arrested but let go after discrepancies in stories there. Sheriff's officials say it was modern DNA technology and familial DNA that allowed them to link Bennett. And last year, they actually exhumed his body to get DNA samples. The sheriff's officials say, unfortunately, based on the amount of violence Bennett committed in just a few short years, it's more likely than not that there are more victims out there. Bennett's DNA is now entered into a national database available to other law enforcement agencies. Bianca Bono, 12 News.